and we need to start you off on this Tuesday morning, unfortunately, with a traffic alert. We're going to call it breaking news right now because it is affecting all lanes. As you can see here, a live picture in I-85 southbound completely closed in Concord. This is near mile marker 55, right near Davidson Highway. What we're getting is it started about 8 o'clock, just after 8 a.m. They hope to clean this up by 11 o'clock, but as you can see, it is causing quite the mess. It looks like most of the wreckage, whatever is left, is out of the way, so it's really just the cleanup, but that entails fuel, sanding it down. You could see the sweepers out there, fire truck leaving ahead now of the scene, and there's another box truck and over to the far right there in the distance. But as this is being dealt with, as you can imagine, traffic is going to be horrendous. So something to keep in mind as you make your way out the door and have plans. Looks like they're letting traffic squeeze by now using that far left lane. So hopefully they'll make some progress here. But it doesn't take long to jam things up, and then it takes forever to get things back to normal, doesn't it?
Those three get to go.
What? I don't know.
Yeah, like
were they just like out of the way?
I kind of want to stick this, but because look, you have the one truck, which I feel is a part of. Okay, then you have one. All right, I'm just curious here because do you think that black car maybe that's one of the vehicles and everyone's butted up against it?
Yeah, because that looked like it was just in front of the.
Yeah.
The crews there, like you could see a couple of the DOT trucks with their arrows.
Oof.
So at least you got the wrecker moving. You got this van getting out of the way. Traffic still stopped with folks standing around.
This is the equivalency of those puzzles that you can only move one piece at a time to try to restore the image because they can only move, it seems, one car. They're kind of getting around these things. And you had mentioned this before, doing traffic for a while. The reason why it's taking so long is just because of the slickness of the road. They have to make sure the integrity is okay.
Yep.
But we're zooming in here for a reason. See, this is the best thing about traffic is it's a puzzle piece. Like right here, like this has something to do with something.
Who's moving the camera? Why are they moving the camera? It's all a puzzle.
And we don't have control of the cameras, by the way.
We do not.
So
it's like, why do we want to blur out this truck and that tow truck? Okay, so
what you're seeing is what we're seeing.
You assume that the semi must be involved with this. This is not good, guys.
Oh, that is a car.
That is a car underneath that semi.
Wedged right
that
in the
is
back
why.
Of the rig.
Oh my gosh.
That is why.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, okay. And see, and they're letting the other cars through. That makes it interesting. With that, did they move out of the way? Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That is substantial.
I hope that the person in the car, persons in the car behind that truck, is okay.
Yeah, and see that's the problem with this. And when you're looking at this, you really have no idea what is going on.
Right.
And yeah, you just gotta hope. Hopefully, it just stops right at the windshield.
Right.
You can kind of see that, but there's a lot of question marks here. If that's over on the side. And this happened, was that sometimes you can have a secondary incident within the incidents. Yeah. And again, this is all hearsay and all speculation at this point, but yeah.
But yeah, so many things can happen. Okay, so the cones are out, and it looks like we're going to have that left lane now open to get you through. I wish we had the camera showing the backup.
Yeah.
But I don't know as far as the DOT... maps go when you see all the red lights and how far it stretches. But you can see there near mile marker 55 where it occurred.
Hold on. Let me get I can log on and actually adjust the different cameras that we have around there. So just give me a moment.
So as we just continue to look here, so the one truck with the arrow, the one you see first is moving into another position.
This is an odd spot because that's usually one of the last cameras. So the reason why you're seeing things go is because these are the cameras further up, but they're closer to China Grove. That's pretty much the last camera that we have.
Okay.
Before it starts to fade out. Yeah, so it doesn't look like you're really going to be able to see the back up there.
Okay.
But I can tell you it's not backed all the way to Old Beatty Ford Road.
Okay.
Yeah, and it looks fine. And China Grove, because that's mile marker 68. So at least we don't have a 13-mile backup. Of course, you wouldn't be dealing with that.
It can be Several miles, though.
It can be, yeah, but oh man, yeah, a lot to unpack here. And the hardest part is you're not really going to find out until earlier. All we can do at this point is just hope and pray that everyone's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because let me see, because as we're kind of looking for it. So what time did this happen? Because there's not a lot of information.
8:06.
8:06, really? Okay.
When the report incident was logged in Cabarrus County, mile marker 55 near Davidson Highway. Start time 8:06. End time estimated 11:06. So perhaps a 3-hour closure, and you can see that the picture is freezing every now and then. But more or less, you can see that it's still just only that left lane open. At least the northbound side, no rubbernecking traffic, so it's not both sides of the interstate affected here, just that southbound side, but that's going to be bad enough. And we are still, I know our assignment desk, Paul and Anders, are also looking into gathering more information, whether it's through Highway Patrol or Medic or Cabarrus County. Carlene pulled up a map here.
Yeah, looking at and drive and see. It looks like now, again, this takes a little bit to, I think it's like every 15 minutes maybe. It looks like it's about 4 miles of backup. If this is mile marker 55 and it's starting to, it looks like 59 is where the red line kind of stops.
Okay, so that
about
makes
4
sense.
miles.
Yes, so more or less 4 or 5 miles
Yes.
Of a backup. So something that you want to keep in the back of your mind. And if you know the area, you probably have your ways around it. Not that there is a real frontage road or anything that parallels 85 like a clean-cut line there, but depending on where you need to go, you could probably zigzag your way across.
Carlene, could you zoom in to where the cones and the chaos is? It'd be a little bit further. Yeah, keep going right there. So one thing you can deduct, just because you did see that one car in the back of the semi, is that it's coming from the Davidson Highway. Likely that on-ramp to I-85 is going to be shut down because we're not seeing any cars during this time coming up there, especially for the status of that semi. So sometimes you have to you are assuming with the right information, and yeah, the newest update they have is 9:05 saying that 1 lane of traffic, and we have seen that on the cameras as well. So yeah, at least it's moving. But yeah, no, that was a harrowing realization. Actually, they're moving the tow truck now from that one vehicle that was behind it. Actually, it looks like they are going to try to bring it out.
Trying to bring the car out from the back of the truck.
And again, like I don't want to be this just because I hate to speculate, but this is a live stream. This is the way we go through our reasoning. When North Carolina has a fatal incident, it usually is frozen in time for hours.
Right.
Since the fact that it's been an hour and they're actually removing that from the back, that does usually seem like a good sign.
Right.
So again, just speculation, but if they're already actively going to move that out, that's what we like to see. I haven't seen any reports coming from Medic or anything like that. That'll be the next one to be able to report, but at least things are really breaking up early, an hour after the incident. Just from my experience, if this was a fatal crash, it usually is shut down for a lot longer. Just again, experience, speculation, but at least traffic is starting to move slowly, but that's still, as Charlene said, about 4 or 5 mile backup.
All right, good point there. Again, only the left lane open. Bring you back out here